It's really driving rain here, but we wanted to give you a look for the first time at the Addicks Reservoir. It's one of the two reservoirs where the Army Corps of Engineers decided to release controlled water to keep the reservoirs from flooding the city beyond belief. Now, for our viewers, Houston is one of the most flood-prone areas of the country, and they have a system of reservoirs and bayous to keep that from happening. For the first time, they are in unprecedented charted territory, and so the U.S. Geological Survey guys are out here measuring the amount of water. Now, here's what they're looking for, Shep. If they release too little water out of the reservoir, worst case scenario, that water crests over the top, possibly even breaks the levee, and Houston, downtown Houston as we know it, is gone. If they release too much, it adds an incredibly unnecessary amount of flood water to what Mother Nature has already delivered, another 20 inches potentially in this storm following yesterday where we saw the thousands of releases. Now, the amount of water they're releasing, 10,000 cubic feet per second. And as they explained it to me, 1 cubic foot is about a basketball. So you're talking about 10,000 basketballs per second coming out of that release, that bubbling water there, going into the waterways and taken out southwest away from Houston into the Houston Ship Channel. But it's anybody's guess on how this is going to turn out because it's never really been done before, and they've never had the problem of water cresting any of the reservoirs. But you are looking at that actually happening as we speak, and we're not going to know what the result is, Shep, for several hours because it's not like it happens right away. It takes several hours, 6 to 8 hours, for the water to get where they want it to go away from the city.
The worst of the rain to the east of you, Griff, and the north, but it looks like you're getting it pretty good even now.
Yeah, we are getting quite a bit of driving rain, but, you know, the wind is certainly not as big of a factor as the amount of rainfall coming. The Harris County flood control folks telling us yesterday that they had more rain levels in 500 years, and now certainly this is adding quite a lot, and it comes very, very quickly. As we've seen, our truck could even get stuck getting out of here, and that's the problem. Now we have the situation with the areas, the new neighborhoods that were told because of this controlled release, they would have to be aware that they could have unnecessary flooding. Well, guess what? They get out and get in their car and do what? Where do they go? So it's not like movement is even possible in this city that's been more or less paralyzed by the water. So
what are these guys
it's a really bad
doing,
situation, Jeff, that's been. So these are the Geological Survey guys. They have a Doppler boat, and they do a very technical reading of the water as it comes out, and somehow they're able to get that exact number. I gave that 10,000 cubic feet per second. They are going to get the actual Geological Survey number to relay back to the Harris County flood folks so that they know exactly how precise they're doing it, because this is very important that they get this right.
Griff Jenkins on a rainy and windy noontime in Houston.